is a proud country yet? No, because still in India, every 7 minutes a woman is dying out of cervical cancer. And we are not ready to talk about cervical cancer. We want to keep it quiet and we are not ready to discuss about this. So it is time that we have not to hide from the truth. We have to come out and discuss this problem in open. In India, the rate is 25 women in 100,000 women are having cancer as new cases every year. There was a study done in Tata Hospital in 2010 and they found that the cervical cancer occurs only in the 71% of the cases occurring in the young age group, 30 to 70, not even 70, it's mainly 30 to 55. So that is the age group where the cancer is being detected more frequently. 17% of the cancer, of the deaths were due to cervical cancer. 10% is the breast cancer is also now reduced, but cervical cancer has not yet been reduced because of the fact that people don't come for checkups, people don't get themselves checked out or undergo a screening procedure. Now, why is cervical cancer important? It is because it is the commonest cancer in Indian women. More than 200 women die every day out of cervical cancer. 8 women die every hour out of cervical cancer. 1 woman is dying somewhere every 7 minutes because of cervical cancer. So how big is this problem? As I told you, India contributing to almost more than 20% of the load, and the rest of the world contributes to 70%. So these are the number of cases that were diagnosed newly in this year according to the survey that has been done. And deaths due to cervical cancer annually are more than almost 75,000. Can you see that? Yes? So now what is to be done? Should we keep cervical cancer as the topmost killer disease? No, we have to detect cervical cancer. We have to detect cervical cancer in its early stages so that treatment, surgical modalities can be applicable and we cannot wash off saying that, oh, this woman is a goner now. Okay, so cervical cancer still is the largest cancer which is seen in India, and this was the latest reports that we have seen. All the other cancers are still less, but cervical cancer is the rampant cancer that you have seen in women. Now, what causes cervical cancer? As we said, it is a virus. This is a HPV virus, which is known as human papilloma virus. Now, this virus usually gets transmitted through sexual activity, and therefore we say this is a sexually transmitted virus. Okay. So, whenever we become sexually active in our life after marriage, then what happens is that we are at a risk of developing this or having this virus harbored in our body. Now, 80% of the time, 80% women will have this virus in the body once you are sexually active. Okay. The virus is there. Sometimes it remains on its own. Sometimes it dies its own death. But most of the time, this virus is notorious and it gets stimulated to start its carcinogenic work. Okay. And that is the problem. Now, can we predict when this will happen? We cannot predict. Everybody has the HPV virus in them. But can we find out which woman the HPV virus is going to cause a cancer? That we cannot predict. And that is the problem why we are wanting to emphasize that you must take a pap smear test every year. Every year. Now, suppose this year you take a pap smear test, it comes negative. That means that HPV has been silent for the last 1 year in your body. Next year again you have to take a test at the same time. If the report is negative, that means again it has remained silent. But if it comes positive, that means that virus has become active. So we have caught it within the period of 6 months to 8 months or probably a year's time, which is good enough time that the virus has not spread, not caused cancer in a bigger form. So we are catching it very early and we can give a treatment which is very local treatment where maybe we have to just burn the little bit tissue where the cancer has started. So you don't have to remove the organ, you don't have to do a lot of radiation, you don't have to do complicated and complex procedures. A small procedure like a biopsy or electrocauterization or a burning of the cervix can cure it. Okay, so that is the main thing about cervical cancer and the virus. Now, there are 2 strains of the virus, that is HPV16 and HPV virus is available in 70 forms, 70 strains. It is only these 2 strains that usually cause 75% of the cancer. There are other strains of the virus also, and they